everyone. This is Juno Henares Chuidian making your day, and I will talk on behalf of my father, Mr. Larry Henares. I will read the second part of the article he wrote, which is entitled The Agony of the Republicans, inspired by Elizabeth Drew and the New York Times. Despite receiving no concessions from Trump on fundamental differences regarding the party's program, particularly on trade agreements and entitlement programs such as Social Security and Medicare, or even on toning down his rhetoric, on June 2, Ryan wrote an unenthusiastic op-ed saying that he would vote for Trump. On that very day, Trump issued a racist attack on Gonzalo Curiel, the federal judge presiding over 2 fraud suits against Trump University, an institution that encouraged people to spend large amounts of money supposedly to learn the real estate investment techniques that made Trump rich. Trump takes great umbrage when people call the defunct school a scam. Trump argued in speeches before large crowds that Curiel could not be fair to him because he is a Mexican. Curiel was born in Indiana. This naked appeal to bigotry in pursuit of his own private interests was too much for some of the Republicans who had tolerated his previous attacks on Latinos. Now that he was their nominee, he was more likely to damage his party's chances of winning votes from one of the country's fastest growing demographic groups. Ryan, however, feigned surprise, saying that the comments had come out of left field. He called the renewed attacks on Curiel a textbook case of racism, but nonetheless reiterated his support for Trump because the presumptive Democratic nominee, Hillary Clinton, isn't an acceptable alternative. More about this after a word from our sponsors. This is Juno Henares Chuidian making your day. I will continue to read the second part of an article written by my father, Larry Henares, entitled The Agony of the Republicans, inspired by Elizabeth Drew and the New York Times. McConnell's overriding goal is to protect the Republicans' Senate majority. But while he has endorsed Trump, he has also been a frequent critic. Recently, McConnell said he was concerned that Trump doesn't know a lot about the issues. One Republican senator facing a tough re-election fight, Mark Kirk, has rescinded his endorsement of Trump. McConnell has said he won't rule out doing the same. Trump's racist attacks on Curiel, together with his reaction to the Orlando tragedy, revived talk of trying to stop him at the party convention in July. But once again, the conversation has been foundering on the question of who could save the party from its unwanted guest. Even abroad, like his predecessors, Donald Trump continued to offend. When Mitt Romney traveled to Europe as a presidential candidate in 2012, he created an uproar when he wondered aloud whether London was sufficiently prepared to host the Summer Olympics. British tabloids derided him as Mitt the Twit, and CNN declared Romney's trip begins in shambles. When Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey went on a trade mission to Britain, he was roundly criticized for an errant comment about vaccinations amid a measles outbreak back home. A vaccine for gaffes? Chris Christie needs it, was the headline in commentary. Those moments seem quaint when compared to Donald J. Trump's news conference in Turnberry, Scotland, a day after Britain voted to leave the European Union. Over the course of 40 minutes, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee made pronouncements, predictions, and asides that would have set off serious backlash for almost any other candidate. Again, on behalf of my father, this is Juno Henares Chuidian making your day, saying goodbye. God bless you. Hasta la bye-bye.